Hey everybody, it's Naren for Reborn Dolls here. I'm here with a artist's hack for today. I recently purchased a bunch of doll kits on eBay, and the price was right, but the seller said that there was a smoker in the home. She said she kept all of her kits sealed in their bags, and she didn't let this person smoke in her studio area. But when I got the kits and the stuff, the other things that came with them, you can see I got some headbands and diapers and clothes and things. They all just reeked of tobacco smoke, and I am very, very sensitive to that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to show you what I'm going to be doing to these vinyl kits to help alleviate the smoke smell. I'm actually going to do a 3-step process. I saw all of these on the internet, and I decided that I wanted to do all 3 of them because the smoke smell is so bad, and I want to make sure that that smoke smell is completely gone. So anything that was washable is being washed, but of course vinyl kits have a tendency, even with washing them, they're really going to hold on to the smoke longer, and of course you can't wash diapers. So I'm not sure if it's going to work with the diapers. We'll find out. So the first thing I did was I put them outside for a couple of days. And luckily I have a covered patio, so I didn't have to worry about weather, and I just had them sit out there for a couple of days. That seemed to help a little tiny bit. And now I'm downstairs in our guest bedroom, and you want a room that you can close off, and a smaller room if you can get it. And this is the only room I had that had a nice big space. I know I'm doing this on a bed, which probably isn't ideal, but it was a nice big space. I spread out all of the kits and other things that I want to try to get the smoky smell out of. I'm just going to turn these a little bit. And I've gotten some shallow dishes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put vinegar in them. Let's see if we can turn this around. Do this one-handed. So this is actually the first step of just... Sorry, I'm trying to see, you're trying to see, we're all trying to see. And I'm just pouring some vinegar in, hoping I don't spill any on the bed. I don't have a lot of vinegar, unfortunately. I'm just taking what I have. And I'm sure any vinegar will do. I don't think you have to get one kind or another. So I'm going to leave these in this closed room, leave these dolls here for several days. I'm probably going to see if I can go to the store and buy some more vinegar and change out the vinegar maybe after a couple of days. So this is the first step of taking the smoke smell out of vinyl Reborn doll kits. I'll be back. Hi, I'm back again with part 2 of removing the smoke smell from my little babies here, my little kits. When I walked in the room, I smelled very strongly of vinegar. I smelled the kits, and they were better. So the next step that it says to do is to cover everything with baking soda. So I have baking soda right here. I've sprinkled it. I kept the blanket here. I thought that was the easiest way to do cleanup afterwards. And I've spread it all over the diapers, all over the headbands. I've done the inside of the limbs, and I'm about to do the outside of the limbs. And by the way, since I got rid of their bags because they smelled really strongly of smoke, I wrote their names of the kits on their heads, and then on the limbs I wrote the first letter of their name, so that way I won't confuse anybody's limbs, mix up anyone's limbs. I'm always scared to death of doing that when I have a lot of kits out. So I'm just going to finish. I used one whole box just on the insides and one side of the head. So I think one more box will be plenty to do the next side. So it says leave this for several hours. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come back and flip them over, do the other side of the head, the other side of the limbs, keep going with the inside. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll do the last step. Okay, so I just finished the last step. So I made a mixture of 1 gallon of hot water, 1/4 cup of vinegar, a half cup of ammonia, and 1/4 cup of washing soda. And I couldn't find washing soda, so I looked up online how to make washing soda, and you just basically take baking soda and you put it in a 400-degree oven for about an hour, and you turn it and mix it every couple times during that hour, and you turn it into washing soda. So what I did is I mixed that all together. I poured it in my sink, put the kits in there, left them to soak for a little bit. Then I added more of the mixture. I scrubbed them with a sponge and rinsed them off really well. I did this wearing gloves because what I read about washing soda was it was kind of caustic. And now I'm going to take them outside to dry. I also have in this pot, I have all of the things that I'm going to wash, and I decided before I wash them that I was going to soak them in a strong vinegar solution. So this is, I think it's 2 or 3 cups of vinegar with about a half a gallon of water. And so I'm just going to cover that and leave that overnight before I wash everything. So I'm going to take these outside and let them air dry for a day or so, and then come back with the final verdict. Alrighty guys, so here we are on the last day. I have let these kits air dry outside for most of the day and all night, and I'm here in the morning and giving them the sniff test. They still are, some of them are a little bit smoky if you really hold it up and really sniff. But I think just given some time and maybe wash them one more time, I think we've licked the smoky smell. And I'm sure if I stuff them with brand new fiber fill and have everything else be smoke free, I think we're good. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, DIY, whatever. I know it was a little bit on the long side, but I wanted to do all of those methods, and I do think that if you have something that strongly smells of smoke, you're going to have to do all of the methods, and maybe even more than once, to achieve what you want to. So I hope this is helpful to some of you out there. TTFN, ta-ta for now.